Today's guest is a total beast in and out of the ring. Half British, half Kiwi, all Terminator. She survived brain surgeries, blackouts, brutal kickboxing training, and still came out on top as one of the fiercest women in wrestling. From riding horses in New Zealand to dominating in Stardom and AEW, she's living proof that the rough road makes the real ones. Let's get into it with the unstoppable Bee Priestley. Everybody, please welcome Bee Priestley,
Hello.
my fellow
Brit
slash Kiwi. You're pretty much Kiwi at this point as well, though, right? You're very half and half.
Half and half. I'd say more British, but...
Of course.
Yeah, little bit.
Yeah.
Like 70-30.
But you moved over to New Zealand when you were how old? 14?
10.
10? Oh my gosh. Yeah,
yes.
okay.
And then I moved back to England when I was 19. So then go train to do wrestling.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense then that you still have still quite a thick British accent, but it's just some words that are a little bit
twangy.
twang. Yeah, I love it though.
Yeah.
You got a cool accent.
Oh, thanks.
Mine's fucking Yankee now, dude.
Yankee Brit.
My dad fucking roasts the shit out of me all the time. And I'm like, I'm trying to keep it, Dad. I've just been over here for fucking 13 and a half years. I don't know what, there's certain words I keep. And then we were just saying, you guys, that anytime I'm around a Brit, that's when my accent comes out.
Does.
So I love that she's here because she's bringing me home. So why did you move over to New Zealand?
My parents actually, they never got a honeymoon. Mm-hmm. So they had I've got two older sisters and she's like 7 years older than me, my eldest. Mm-hmm. So when she was old enough, they finally went after 17 years on their honeymoon to New Zealand and then they got offered jobs. And they were like, okay. And then
on their honeymoon?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
What was the job?
So my mum and dad, they're like really specialized. My dad's like a piano technician and my mum's a piano tuner, but they had their own business. And they would specialize in like moving. So my childhood was like, pushing pianos around fucking Yorkshire.
I mean, yeah. My dad actually, back in the day, that was his job, was moving these grand pianos all over the place because they're a pain in the ass to move around.
Yep.
But they're also extremely expensive. I wanted to get one before and I was like, bloody hell, they're really fucking expensive.
Yeah.
So they went over there, the honeymoon, they got offered a job and then you just stayed there.
Yeah, they came back and then within like probably less than a year we moved.
Oh, okay.
And then then I was just chilling there, and then
whereabouts in New Zealand?
Where in New Zealand? I was in a place called Kapiti. It's kind of like an hour north of Wellington, which is the capital. But my parents don't like people, so we never had any neighbours. So my social life was me and my horse. And
you had a horse?
Yeah, I've owned like 3 of them.
Dude, I'm so jealous. When I was growing up, I didn't get brought up with money, right?
Yeah.
So anytime my dad wanted me to do something right or good, he'd be like, I'll get you that horse, baby girl. I'll get you that horse,
for Christmas
princess.
next year.
Yeah, I never got that fucking horse. And then I got this giant rocking horse. And my dad was like, he ended up selling it one day because we were running out of money. And I came back into the living room and the fucking horse was gone. And I was like, and it was replaced with this tiny little plastic thing. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I was devastated. So that's good that you had a horse.
Yeah, I got my first horse was when I was 6. And in Yorkshire, we had like a load of land and we rented it to jockeys. So from like the age of 2, these jockeys taught me how to ride their horses. And then they had one for like 300 quid who was like naughty and they're like, do you want to buy it? And
that's
I was like,
cheap for a horse, I feel like, right?
Yeah. So then they helped me break in this like pony and that was my first horse.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you had to break it in too.
Yeah.
So you know how to break in horses?
Well, yeah, I'm like a very good rider because I grew up riding a really naughty pony.
with jockeys, dude.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous of you already. You had my dream life. Oh my God. Okay, so then you were over there for a few years and then you came back to the UK when you were 19.
Yeah.
I read in between though, Heather did research about this. You had a brain tumor?
Oh yeah.
That's fucking insane.
So it's really weird to me because anyone I tell about, they're like, oh my God. And I'm like, oh, I don't care. Like,
yeah.
I'm like,
no, you're healthy.
It just
you're
happened.
fine now. Yeah.
No, so it was like, I was fine until I was like 14. And then all of a sudden, like I started having like these really violent seizures, like only at nighttime. But I tried to tell my parents, but because they didn't know anything about it, they just thought I was having panic attacks. So I was like sent to therapy, but it would be like, I'd have multiple, but I'd never remember them. I don't remember having like one. And there were times when they'd be so violent that I'd fall out of bed and then I'd whack my head on my bedside table and get knocked out. Like it was really
Holy
bad.
Shit.
And then, so I was going to therapy. They thought I had like some trauma from a child or something, which I don't recall anything like that. And we went back to England to visit family when I was 15, so a year later, and I had a seizure on the plane. And I remember like blacking out in my seat and then waking up with like all the staff like restraining me at the back of the plane, and I kept trying to get up and they kept pulling me back, and that was the point when my parents were like, this is something like completely different. So when we got back to New Zealand, they sent me to a neurologist and they found out I had a brain tumor, but it was on my skull.
Oh my
so
God. Okay.
What they think was happening is that I was born with it, but then as I was growing, when I was like in my teenage years, my brain was growing into the tumor, and it was just like constant. So I was on all this different medication. It like pretty much fucked up my school life, because there's like this medicine was like called Tegretol, but it makes you really drowsy. It like kind of like slows your brain down so you don't have like the seizures. But then I'd like be falling asleep in class. I would like feel like a zombie at school, and I'd just be really like out of it all the time. And it worked for a few years, but then it got to the point where the medication stopped working. So I think it got to a point where like I moved up to Auckland. I moved up there to train for wrestling because they had a better school up there. And I was getting the train to work, and went to work. On my way home, they have like, you can have these things, I think they're called like auras, but it's where your body's functioning but your brain's not there. So I was like walking to the train station, and then I black out, and then I'm just on a random train platform in the middle of nowhere.
Wait, so you're still walking and stuff like that?
But my brain's just not there.
Oh my God.
And then so it's almost like a big blackout, but you're still conscious. And I remember ringing my mum, and I was like, Mum, I don't know where I am, and I don't know how to get back.
Whoa.
And that was like a thing where they were like, okay, this is like, this is terrifying. And there were times like with my flatmates, I'd be eating and I had a seizure when eating. If my flatmates weren't there, I would have died because I would have choked, and I couldn't lock the bathroom door in case I had a seizure in the bath, or you know, all this. I couldn't sleep with my door closed in case I had one and they couldn't hear that. So it was like really,
you were living terrifying.
Yeah. And then it got to the point where I wasn't even allowed to have a job, because if I had a seizure crossing the road, then I could endanger myself. So I pretty much got house locked. And then that's when my dad was like that, So my dad drove from Wellington to Auckland, which is like 10 hours. And he drove there and back to pick me up, drove back the next day. And then I think they told my neurologist, and then maybe a week later I had like emergency brain surgery pretty much.
And they took it out and everything's good?
Yep, no problems.
That's amazing.
Yeah, as soon as they took it out, like obviously I had the recovery after surgery, but then like my balance, I think they tested me before my surgery, then like 3 months later to see if there was a difference, and my tests were exactly the same before and after. So they were like, okay, you don't have any like problems with your brain functioning and all this stuff. But yeah, it was like a really weird time.
Yeah,
like,
does it feel like forever ago to you now?
Well, yeah, it doesn't even feel real. And like, I say to my parents, like they'll tell me about, oh, do you remember this? And I'm like, honestly, like for most of my teenage years, it's kind of a blur, because I was like on all these like prescriptive medications.
Having blackouts,
Blackouts. We took the dog for a walk once. It was on like a Father's Day. I think it must have been 16. And we were walking the dog, and then walking, chatting. Then all of a sudden I just stop and I look at my mum like, where are we? What day is it?
Oh my God, so it was affecting your
when I was awake,
and stuff,
and it would feel like sometimes where I'd be walking and I'd be walking in like a bubble, and like almost like, do you know in movies when it's like someone's waking up and they can hear voices, and that's how it would like generally be, but I'm conscious and I'm walking, I can see the figures of people, but it's all blurry, and
oh my gosh,
it's really
like
it's hard to explain.
Dude. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine how you felt.
Yeah, but I don't know, like I'm pretty like, I'm like, it happened, I'm fine. That's what my kind of take.
Hey, as long as you're healthy about it and it doesn't affect anything in ring or anything like that for you?
No, even like WWE sent me for tests and it came back all normal. Fine. No, nothing. They sent me to like a top neurologist in London. No problems, everything's good.
Oh, good.
But it's just like, I'm like, oh, it's just a fun little story.
Yeah, a little fun fucking glitch in the Matrix there. You're like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't imagine having to go through that. I mean, I've had like surgeries, but nothing like that. I mean, that's terrifying to live through.
It was weird, like, because I remember like when I was going into the operating room, I remember like obviously my mum was crying, my sisters were crying. My sister was a nurse at the hospital, so her friends were like looking after me, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
But I was just kind of like, okay, bye. Yeah, because I was
rolling like, into the emergency fucking hell, yeah.
Well, I was like, if I don't have it out, it will kill me. Like, it was one of those, I was like, and I couldn't drive because I was too much of a liability to drive. So I was like, I couldn't live. I was just sitting in my room. I had to be supervised all the time.
Yeah,
like,
you can't live like that.
No, and I was just like, oh, this isn't like a life. And And I knew I wanted to do wrestling. I knew I wanted to do more. And I was like, I'm never going to be able to do anything I want to do.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I don't get it out, I'm going to die. If I do get it, there's a chance that something could go wrong, but I'll take that chance over how I'm currently living.
Is that the reason why they didn't take it out before? It's because there was like a slim chance that something could happen?
I don't know. I think they were just seeing if they could manage it with just meds.
And make it smaller or something like that?
Well, it was benign, so it wasn't growing, but I don't know. I think with Tegretol sometimes, because I ended up being on like the max dosage they could give me before it caused like liver problems and all that stuff. But some people adapt to it, and that's what happened to me. So my body just kept adapting to the new dosages. So then when it got to the max dose and I still kept having seizures, they're like, we can't do anything else for it. The only other option is surgery.
Yeah.
So,
oh my gosh, you're a brave powerhouse, dude. Like, that's so impressive. That's really impressive.
I mean, I've got a cool as shit scar.
No,
It goes from,
where's the
here.
scar? Oh,
I've got a picture, my hair's growing out, but it's like from my ear all the way to here. They had to like pull my face back.
Oh
and
my
everything.
God.
Yep. So when
fucking Adam's face.
It's like real world face off.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage
like
and John
pull
Travolta.
it back, and so when they reattached it, like the first thing, like as soon as I woke up, it was like all this side of my face just swollen because they had to essentially pull my face off, and I had like about like 40 staples or something in my head, and now I have like a little.
Oh my God, you want to sit down, Joey?
I was like Frankenstein.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Dude. I can't imagine like seeing those pictures afterwards as well. I mean, you got to see it on your actual body all the time, but it healed, but you can't see any scars.
I have a little like dent in my skull because I had to like cut my skull, pull it out, take out the tumor, then reattach it.
Oh God.
So I have like
Jesus Christ.
I have like a cool little dent.
Oh my God, you're a badass, dude.
Yeah, but now I've got a super strong fucking head. I've never been concussed in my life.
Yeah?
So I'm like, oh, I still have got a metal head.
Well, you had a tumor, so that's pretty crazy. For the fact that you had it taken out and now you haven't, had anything
I've been
wrong.
kicked in the head so many times. I've never been concussed. Nothing. Dropped on my head. No concussion.
Did they put anything in there?
No. It's just
your skull.
Yeah, it's my skull, but they reattached it with metal.
Oh,
so I'm just kind of like,
you're like Terminator.
Yeah.
That's badass, dude.
Bionic
really
brain.
Is. Yeah, it does make you feel cool when you have metal in your body. I will say that. I have a mole in my neck, but it's not as cool as yours. I feel like I just have screws. Look, life's chaotic enough. Making money move shouldn't be. And that's why I use Cash App. It's fast, it's secure, and it actually feels like it's made for me. No bank account? Who cares? You can get started without one. No hoops, no hassle, just straight up tools to help you cash in and keep it moving. And here's the part I rate the most. Sending money doesn't feel sketchy. Cash App's on guard. If something seems off, they'll literally hit you with a warning before you send anything shady. It's like having a little badass bodyguard watching your wallet. I love that for me. Cash App makes it so easy to split bills, pay back friends, or even request the exact amount someone owes you. Plus, who even needs to say, I'll get you next time, when you can just split the bill right there on your phone? And the perks? With a Cash App card, you get exclusive free sales for artists like Kendrick Lamar, SZA, Future, and Metro Boomin. You'll get discounts on things you're probably already buying. All that with no hidden fees, baby. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services are provided by Cash App's bank partners, prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. For a limited time only, new Cash App users can use our exclusive code to get free money. For real, there's no catch. Just download Cash App, use our code Rulebreakers, send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 right in your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. See this episode's description for important product disclaimers. In wrestling in general, have you had any injuries or have you been pretty lucky in that? Yeah?
There's been some that I've managed to work through. Like I've had like a couple of like knee tears, but not like a full tear, like a partial tear.
Right.
And this is like when I was touring Japan, and obviously if I'm there for a tour, if I miss shows, I'm not getting paid. So I would just be like, right, tape it up, get on with it. Same thing with my foot. I had like a 6-man tag and I did like a penalty kick, but bless it, the girl, she had the wrong leg up, so my foot just connected with her knee and my foot just essentially snapped.
Oh my gosh.
It was actually, Toni was in the tag match with me and she's like, Bea, you okay? And I'm like, I don't know. And then afterwards she's like pulling me on the floor because I couldn't walk. And then, my foot essentially had, I think it was either like I'd torn the ligaments or it like a fracture. But the next day I had a show and I couldn't walk, but I was like, just tape it up and I've just got to figure it out. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Like back then, because it was a while ago, right?
This would have been 2018.
Yeah. Okay. So just growing up, I guess more so in like British wrestling or in Japan, because they're kind of like the same way where you just, if you get hurt, you just continue.
Get on with it. Yeah. You don't get paid.
Exactly. And so, yeah, growing up, it was the same because that's how my dad was.
Yeah.
You know, like I broke the scaphoid bone in my wrist and my dad had a splint. So he was like, put that on. We have to wrestle the next day. It was like Boxing Day. You know?
Just don't forearm with that arm. Do the other one.
Yeah. You don't have to put the ring up today, you know, but like you just continue. And people think, gosh, because back then I never understood why people didn't just continue.
Yeah.
But then you realize like you're going to fuck your body up even more if you don't do it.
Yeah.
You know, but that's just how we were raised, to just fucking continue.
Get on with it.
So now I'm really fucking happy for people because if they even get like just a little bit of like a tear or anything, they take care of it straight away. And then you have longevity, which is great.
Yeah.
So you were in Japan, but you trained in England first, right? How did you get into wrestling?
Yeah. So I started actually in New Zealand first.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But like New Zealand scene, it is like very small.
Yeah.
So I think there's only like 4 promotions in the whole country. It's a little bit better now, but at the time, I think, I was training at like a really small promotion, and then I moved from Wellington to Auckland because that's where Evie, Dakota Kai, was.
I was about to ask about her if you saw her, yeah.
She was like the top girl in New Zealand. Not that there was a big scene, but she was going to Australia and going to America, which was
She
huge.
was the girl, yeah.
Yeah. And then I think she was just about to do her first Stardom tour as well. So I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So I moved up there so she could train me. There were a couple of other guys there that I knew who'd travel down for shows where I was. So I trained up there, but like after my surgery, I had to move back home, and that's when I started watching Progress. And this would have been like 2014, 2015. So that's when Progress was fucking awesome. Like when it was cool as shit, when Zack Sabre was there. And all like the top tier.
Oh, he's amazing. Yeah.
Then I was like, oh my God, this is great. And then I was like, do you know what? Like, I'm a British citizen. Like, fuck it. I was like, if my brain surgery, if I heal well, I'm like, I can always come back home if it doesn't work out. So I was just like, fuck it. I'm just going to save up all my money, get a chill job, save up my money, and then go to England and just see how it goes.
Yeah. Did you go by yourself?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, how old were you?
19.
Good for you. I love that so much. I love that. That just shows how much you wanted it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's scary, even though you come from England, just being at such a young age and moving back to a country you haven't been in a very long time without your family with you, it's fucking scary and it's intimidating.
Yeah. And like, I got a job at, do you know Bill's Restaurant?
I don't.
Okay, it's like a chain, like kind of in some places in England, but it's basically like a restaurant and bar. So I got a job there, and when I got the job, I was like, my one condition is I don't train on a Sunday, because that was the one day a week I'm committing that day to training, and then I'll figure out what my shifts were to train it throughout the week as well. Yeah. But I was like, no, I don't want to work on Sundays. That's the one day. Like, yep, cool, no worries. So I never worked Sunday, so I could go to training. Yeah. And then I just I managed to get like a house share with someone who I worked with. And that was my life till I was about like 20-ish, just living there, doing that. And then that's when I started dating Will. And then soon, like maybe like 10 months or so, then he moved me in with him. So that made things a little bit easier.
Didn't Toni and Juice live with you too? Or
yeah,
for a
that was during
while?
COVID,
Yeah, they were telling me about that because Toni speaks so highly of you, of course.
Oh, I love Toni.
You know,
she's like my sister. We're not even, I don't even say we're friends. I was like, no, we're like related at this point.
Right, but you guys go way back. I mean, you were in Japan together, you were in England, you did COVID together. Yeah. I mean, like you're a lot closer than just friends. Yeah. And again, she speaks so fucking highly of you. She thinks you're amazing. She tells stories and stuff like that, you know. So how did you end up meeting Toni? First of all, are you fucking proud of her, dude? Isn't she bloody cute?
I know. She's like the best thing on the planet.
Oh my gosh, when I first got to AEW, she was too nervous to pick up a microphone.
Oh.
Right? So we were doing like the Outcast stuff or whatever, but like I remember she had like this one line that she had to say and she kept going over it and over. She was like, oh fuck, like can we keep going over? And it's just one line, you know? And I was like, Toni, you got this, babe. Like, and I have Ruby, who is amazing on the mic too, you know? And so like, you know, we got through that promo. She did amazing. But I think the secret sauce is finding something that you really love and like you're really passionate about and like something that kind of flips that switch for you. Yeah. You know, and so like the whole Toni Storm you know, fucking
timeless
phenomenon that she created, like really fucking catapulted. You know, she's one of the best promos in the game now.
Oh, 100%. And I was at her house when she was still thinking this idea, and she pitched it to me, and she was like, Bea, you know, I'm essentially the modern day Marilyn Monroe. Why don't I just do it? Why don't I just do this on TV?
Funny. Yeah.
She's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to do this and see what happens. I'll be timeless. Toni Storm.
Yeah.
And like, it's just her being silly and fun, but that's how she is all the time. So I'm like, I'm so happy whenever I see her doing this silly like comedy stuff. And I don't think people realize being actually funny and doing wrestling series, it's so hard.
It's so hard.
Comedy wrestling is so difficult to get right. And I'm so happy because she's obviously, everyone knows how talented she is as a wrestler in ring, but I'm so happy that she's found this, because it's like she's not just stuck in that one box of being a good wrestler. She's also funny. She can do characters, she can do promos, she can do dress silly little gimmicks, and she, you know, she'll just like, whenever I see her, she'll be like, Bea, I'm thinking about saying this next week, and I'm like, oh, throw that in. She was like, do you know what, maybe I will.
You sounded just like her. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, with comedy wrestling too, it runs its course pretty quickly, and people get really tired of it, and they're like, okay, on to the next thing. And her character, not everybody can do.
No.
I mean, it's only her that I can imagine ever doing that gimmick and making it work.
Yes.
Like, she just fucking smashed it. Again, I think she's one of the best things in wrestling right now. I think she's like male or female.
Yeah,
like,
I think she's untouchable.
Yes.
From like all the mic stuff to how she works to then like being able to be versatile in different gimmicks as well.
Yeah.
And as well, I feel like doing comedy wrestling at like taken as seriously as well, because I know people who they'll do the comedy stuff, they'll do the cheap pops, and then they wonder why they never get booked seriously. And I'm like, because you've put yourself in this box and you don't know how to get out of it. Whether Toni did it the other way around, where she proved how good she is in ring, and then she does the comedy stuff, but because she's so good, she doesn't rely on the comedy to get over.
Yeah, exactly.
She can just, it's just an extra thing on top of how talented she is.
And the verbiage that she chooses to use is still, it's not cheesy. It's like, even, you know, it's just fucking great. She
not
really
the cheap pops. It's
creative.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the fucking genius behind it. Yeah. So, but yeah, you've obviously known her for a long time. I'm gonna go back to you for a second. Obviously, we'll talk about Toni. We love you, Toni. Yeah. I know she's your really good friend, so I did want to talk about her a little bit. But okay, so you were in WWE for how long? Until recently, right? That you.
Yes, I think it would be about 4 years. I signed 2021. Yeah. I released in Feb 2025.
Yeah. So you were released, or did they not renew your contract?
They released me.
Okay. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I'm like, it's business. I don't take anything personally. Okay. I was more, I'd say I was surprised, but I wasn't, because I wasn't really used. So they had plans for me though. I was supposed to be on the Europe tour in March. I had the flights, and I initially was supposed to be a Piper in Chelsea. I was supposed to be doing what Alba's doing now, doing the Secret Service thing. Yeah. And me and Piper were getting matching gear made. We'd had conversations about what they want us to wear, how they want us to act, everything. So it was definitely a thing that creative were planning. And then even, so I got released 6 days after the Rumble. At the Rumble, TR came to me and were like, hey, you're going to be on the road every single week as of like from next week. So just be ready. Like, you're going to be on like used all the time, because Chelsea's always used. So I was like, perfect. This is great for me. I'm excited. And bless Xavier Woods messaged me actually, and he was really sad because I had a meet and greet in the morning of the Rumble day, and he shared the car with me. And he was like, oh, how you feel about not being in the Rumble? And I was like, I'd rather have a really good year and be in the Rumble with purpose rather than just being another number. Like, I'd like to be in there with a feud or something. I said, obviously being in the Rumble is great at all, but I'd like to have a storyline and something. And he was like, that's actually a really good positive. He's like, we need more people like you, Bea.
Yeah, no, exactly. I was about to say the same thing, is that it's good to have like a positive mindset when it comes to things. Like Chelsea's one of the people like that.
Yes.
You know, I've seen her do interviews and she's just like, I don't care that I was in the Rumble for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, no one else is in the Rumble for 2 seconds. You know what I mean?
And she makes the most out of every single moment she has on TV.
She's become a big star because of it.
Yes, she's amazing at like taking something so small and making it the most memorable thing you'll see that night.
Yeah, and she's impressive too. But I keep saying that you're so impressive, because like it's just a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Because in any business it is what it is, but like we are in a competitive business.
Yeah.
And everyone's fighting for this TV time, and everyone's and some people get upset if they're not being put in the Rumble, and they want to be a number and stuff like that. But you're like, hey, like, it's okay with me.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be in there next time when, people like are excited for me to, be in there, and I have a storyline and a purpose and all that kind of stuff, And
I'm very aware as well, like the locker room I was in, like SmackDown, I was like, I'm in there with like Bianca Belair, I'm in there with Naomi, I'm in there with like big stars. Big names, so I'm like, it's very like, arrogant of me to think I deserve a spot over them when I've
Yeah.
only been in the like on main roster for less than a year.
Yeah, but I do want to say you are a big name. It's just like I just want people to realize when it comes to like WWE, because you're a massive name in wrestling.
Yeah.
You are. Across the independents and stuff like that, you are so fucking big. One of the biggest female wrestlers to ever come out of the UK, right? I just want to put it out there. But there is like, you know, a hierarchy in a way within WWE because
Yes.
they have been up there for a very long time.
Yeah, and
so,
it doesn't matter what you've done in the indies. Like WWE is a
Right.
whole different game. Like,
oh baby,
the amount of people who are the indie darlings who they cannot work out the WWE way.
It doesn't even matter that you're like they like that you've done some things in the indies and that's why
Yeah.
they want to scoop you up because you're a big star, right?
Yeah.
But then you essentially have to start from scratch again.
Because WWE fans don't watch indies. They don't even know what the
No.
wrestling. I didn't even know wrestling existed when I watched the WWE. I just thought that was it. I thought WWE was it.
Yeah, exactly. So like you go in there and then you have to like relearn everything because you do pick up some bad habits from the indies too.
Yeah.
And so when I first got to WWE, they told me to forget everything I knew.
Yep.
Because I was still like, you know, trying to get the crowd behind me when I was getting in a hold, you know? It was like, and they're just like, why are you not fucking
And
selling
Terry
that
Taylor's
shit?
like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he's like standing on my hand, so I stopped doing it, you know? And I'm
Yeah.
just like, I don't understand what you mean. Like, so for people who are not wrestlers in here. So when someone's got you in like a headlock on the ground or something like that, like, and you're doing this to the crowd, it's just showing that you're not hurt and that this is like not
You're
real.
coming alive.
Yeah. But like I was doing it the whole fucking time, like right from the fucking beginning.
Jazz hands.
Yeah, and so they were just like, why are you not selling? Why are you not selling means hurting? Why are you not showing that this person's hurting you?
Yeah.
You know, they were like, don't force the crowd to come for you. Eventually they will come for you, but just fucking sell.
Yeah. And I don't think people understand like TV wrestling is completely different to independent wrestling. And I do think anyone who hasn't had training on TV, who do work on TV, they need to like watch. Like,
Yes.
I don't think, like, I'm not saying WWE is the best product, but in terms of how they do TV wrestling, they have the format that definitely sells.
I always say for people to watch Randy Orton.
Oh yes, Randy's amazing.
He's
Randy, Fit Finley, even
Fit Finley, John
Regal.
Cena. I mean, like, look at the best, right? And like, they don't have to do very much if they don't want to.
No.
And like they know every fucking camera angle.
Yeah.
I was doing it for my brother because when he came to AEW, who's still like quite indie.
Yeah.
And I was trying to teach him like camera angles and like finding the fucking camera.
If
and
they
like,
can't see your face, they can't see you. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of fucking hair. Like we have to figure
Show
it
your
out.
face.
You know, And so you can have your opponent being like fucking with you and get the hair out your face kind of thing, you know. But my brother would do this thing where he kept turning his fucking back to the camera and it would drive me nuts. I was like, bro, find
can't
the camera.
see you. Yeah.
That's your moneymaker right here, bro.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry about fucking making sure you're on the right side or whatever. Like, fucking, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
But I was like, always find that fucking camera. So I was telling him to like watch Randy Orton and Cena because it doesn't matter where they are in the ring, they always find that shit. Dude.
Yep.
But
How many cameras are actually there?
Oh my god, there's so many. There's floor cameras.
There's floor cameras. There's probably like 5. Maybe?
Yeah. On the
'Cause there's
ground.
the one that follows you from the ramp. Then there's like 2 on the corners, the hard cam. Then I feel like there's another one.
There's one on the
Yeah. There's technically kind of 2 hard
on the
cams.
cranes. Yeah. The ones that you know the name of them. They're on like these big long
crane.
cranes.
And they can like pan around the arena. Yeah.
Jib.
Yeah, and now they have a jib, and so and now they have like drones and shit like that too.
Yeah.
So there's cameras everywhere,
Yeah.
and now they have them on the ring posts as well.
Yeah.
So there's like when we were first in it though, there was a lot less, but now there's fucking cameras everywhere.
Everywhere.
So you have to figure out where these cameras are, and then they teach you there to not focus on the crowd that's around. You have to focus on the hard cam.
Yeah.
So you have to always make sure that you're doing stuff that people can see from their television.
They're there. And then when it's ad break, then you reference the crowd.
Yeah, and then you can have a good time, right? So like, but in indies, all we had was the crowd.
Yeah.
So like, we worked the crowd.
And you
all
got
the time.
taught, especially in Brit Rest, to work all 4 sides of the ring.
Yeah.
So it's completely different because
Yeah.
like, oh man, now I'm having to work one side and having everything just this way versus like the whole roll around world.
Yeah, 360. No, you
Yeah.
just have to focus on one spot, and like you have to pretend that none of these motherfuckers are here, right?
Yeah.
But you can, once there's an ad break, you can start messing with the crowd and
Yeah.
get them hype and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
So going back to that, because I didn't watch wrestling growing up, and I'm slowly learning more and more about this as we get into it with Saraya. Obviously, as you're performing and you're playing the different cameras, you know, in the actual edit, they're picking the angles that hide any moves and maneuvers the best way. Like, okay.
If there's like a fuck up, you mean?
Yeah.
Or even like a nip slip or something like that. For
They'll
example.
do a quick camera cut.
Yeah,
for
there's
next,
quick.
Yeah.
There's like trucks outside, and there's like one guy that usually is the boss, and he'll be like, everyone be controlling cameras, and then he'll be like, okay, go to camera B, go to camera fucking G, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But you'll see it because there's a small delay. Of course, you know that.
Yeah, and the producers have a headset, so they're also talking because they know what the match is.
And they're talking to the refs who's in the ring, who's talking to us.
Yeah.
You know, so
It's all communication,
a lot of communication.
Yeah.
And I'm just, that's the hard part about TV wrestling too, is that you have to get used to
talking.
Yeah. Talking
or listening.
And even when you're talking to your opponents, you have to try and hide it, dude. And you have to try and be quiet.
Whilst these cameras are on your face.
Yeah.
So how do you guys do
to,
that? How do you do that?
There's a lot of hiding. There's a lot of secret sources to do it. Like we have hair, so we can do it behind our hair. If we're in like a hold on the ground or whatever, that's when we can start talking. Or we have someone in the corner, we talk shit, and as we turn, we say something and walk away. There's so many different ways of doing it.
Yep. Or you can get the ref to pull you out the corner. You turn and argue with the ref and be like, tell them to do that. You can tell the ref to tell them to do something.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So how much of it would you say is actually improv in the moment?
Oh my God, it depends really.
I was gonna say in NXT at the minute, there's no improv, at least with the women.
Yeah.
Everything
fully
is
there has been
and scripted
improv
out.
moments though, because I remember when I first came back from my neck surgery and I had that first singles against Mercedes or Sasha Banks back then.
Yeah.
And oh my God, dude, I was just like, first of all, I was blown up. My fucking shorts was like ripped in the crotch. So I was trying to hide my vagina. I was like, one time I don't want my vagina on the fucking internet.
One problem at a time, please.
No more whole shots. Anyway, I'm trying to hide that. Sorry.
It's like that's the money shot. We can't be giving that away.
He's like my brother. You get so grossed out by stuff. But I'm like, no more vagina on the internet. No more butthole. But anyway, so I'm trying to hide all these things and fucking then Vince adds like another fucking 8 minutes to like this already long match. We had like 13 minutes and then he was like, we're adding more. I feel like he was testing me or something like that. And I was like, fuck. So me and Mercedes is just like, what the fuck are we gonna do? So then we just did like a double heat again, we just fucking do it like that to try and kill some time. So I'm just like, what the fuck? So, and then you have to call spots on the fly. And luckily, if you're with someone that you're so used to wrestling, it's easy.
Yeah,
you
don't
but if it's someone brand new or someone that doesn't speak a lot of English and stuff,
or you don't know the moveset,
don't know the moveset, so you're like, I'm fucked. And so you figure it out. But look, I would just always go to a fucking hold and then we figure it out from there. I'm like, okay, take him down. Like, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
So so that did happen and that does happen. It's the same with promos too. Like I had a promo before and it was like I was going out there to read a Valentine's card, right, to AJ Lee, right, with this girl that I was wrestling at the time when I first got up. And it was Valentine's card and like there was a whole poem in there and I was like, okay. And I was like, you know what I should do? I should memorize this. Because Dusty, rest in peace to him, he would always say that Vince would make you go out there and do promos on the fly sometimes, right? Yeah. And I was just like, okay, like I'll figure it out. So he was like, always memorize shit. And I had him in the back of my head. And I had this card and I was like, okay, they gave it to me early, thank God, because sometimes they'll give you shit last minute and then you're like, oh, I have to try and memorize this, and it's a whole fucking script. Oh my God. And so like I had it, which is good, and I memorized it. And then as I'm about to walk out, Vince comes up and he was just like, you don't need that, and takes the card away. And I was just like...
It's a good thing I had a little memory test.
And like, I'm intimidated. So I'm like, fuck, okay. And then I'm like going for it in my head, but then my music starts and I'm like, and then I go out there and I nail it, which is perfect. Because sometimes when you get put in those scenarios, you end up...
doing better because you just have to, you can't fail. You have to do it.
You have to do it, yeah. So then I fucking nailed it. People got that fucking poem tattooed on them. I don't know why. It was like, roses are red, wood chips are beige. I'm sorry I pushed you off of this stage. It's not like I hate you. I like you a bunch. You just have the face that I want to punch. Fucking something. And this part is vital. I'll be skipping away out of SummerSlam with my Divas title. And I remember that. I obviously can't remember.
Got it.
Yeah, it's just a little bit. I can't remember. I'm like, fuck. But I had that fucking burned into my brain after that because that memory will forever fucking hold a candle in there, because it's just you have to learn to do shit on the fucking fly. And it's live TV and it's not just 1,000 people watching you.
No, it's millions
of people.
And you're just gonna get gift if you get like on Botchamania if you mess up, and then everyone's gonna laugh at your failures and you're like, oh, I'm only human, I can't do everything.
Botchamania?
Oh, let's not get excited about. Well, Botchamania, right, is where there's like
it's a YouTube channel. He's like a British guy, so I think his name's Matt something.
Fuckers,
he used to come to the What Culture shows.
Yeah.
But he'd basically like just make clips of any fuck up that would happen in wrestling and make it on a
That's
YouTube
fucked
thing.
up.
But yeah, like a lot of the fans like to watch it and laugh at the wrestlers. And they're like, you can't do your job. I'm like, mate, you can't even get in a ring.
Yeah.
Like,
You know, I always say this, like fans these days are so unforgiving.
Yes.
Like you cannot do one thing wrong. And you have to think about this. You're in a ring,
Yeah.
right? In front of tens of thousands of people, millions watching at home.
Yeah.
And you're expected to perfect absolutely everything
Yeah.
in like this live
Have to
action
travel
fucking
as
fight
well.
scene. Yeah, and traveling
Yeah.
on barely any sleep.
Yeah,
like you
your body's
probably get
fucking
told
hurting.
last minute that you even have a fucking match.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot to process.
Sure.
And you're wrestling, you could be wrestling someone that, you know, is not 100%, you know, on the same level or whatever. And you have to like
or you've
figure
never
that out.
touched them before in your life, and you have to
Exactly.
figure out chemistry in the ring.
Exactly. It's intimidating.
yeah.
All on a live show.
I've gotten a sense of this from you, but I feel like this is the first time actually listening to a conversation where you're like, whoa, this really is a next level compared to
Yeah.
any other sports. Like
Yeah.
if it's
Yeah.
basketball or baseball or football and you fumble or you make an error, yeah, I get it. Like you're a trained professional. You need to be doing
Right.
You fucked up.
That happens.
But
Here
in
you have to be
this-
perfect, dude. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
which adds an entirely different level of complexity
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then I was gonna say, like NXT, like their matches are generally like so much like cleaner because they get the time to practice and rehearse them. Like on SmackDown, if Randy Orton needs the ring, I can't go
Yeah.
in there and practice something. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you only have time just to have a quick conversation, then you got to go do it. And it's like, I've never touched you before. I don't know how you pace things. I don't know how you move. I've never trained with you.
What side of the body? You
So
use?
Yeah.
how do you prepare for that? How do you
just have
train
to
for it?
Try your best.
Yeah,
and,
it's
like,
just time.
Yeah.
And like you get more accustomed to it as the more you experience that kind of thing. So like, especially in these live TV shows, like anything can happen, anything can change.
Right.
You know, time can get cut, time can be added.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Like 8 minutes. That's
Like
insane.
8 minutes. Like that's a lot. You don't realize
that's a
in
whole
a
other
match,
match.
that's a long fucking match.
Yeah.
Especially
You know.
for a girls' match.
Yeah.
Like, you're lucky if you get 5 for a girls'
Yeah.
match, let alone having 8 added on to a 13-minute match.
I'm like, why are they adding so much time in the middle of this fucking live match right now?
Thank you.
I remember coming back from that match though, and Vince was like, "Are you blown up out there?" And I was like, "No, dude." I'm like, my pants split. I just want one time when my crotch is on the internet. And he fucking sat down laughing. I was like, "Listen, I wasn't blown up. I was hiding my vagina."
I promise.
And I remember, like, again, this is talking about like newer girls on the road compared to girls that have been there on the road. So like, there was Mandy and Sonia who just got up there.
Yeah.
You know, and then you had Mickey and I want to say Bailey on the outside. And I roll over to Mandy and Sonia. I'm like, "Is my pants split? Can you see my underwear?" And they didn't dare say anything. So they're just standing there like, you know, because they're on live TV and they don't want to like interact. They're scared to like, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, "Please tell me if my fucking underwear is showing." And they're just like this. And they're like, "Fuck." So then I get rolling to the other side of the ring and I go to Mickey. I was like, "Can you see my crotch?" She's just like, "Your underwear's red." And I was like, "Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. That's all I needed to know. Yeah. So she was just, you know, and so you have to learn to adjust to being like on live TV
Right.
and like fucking hiccups and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's a fucking, it's a terrifying job to have. You
Yeah.
learn how to understand it. You learn how to deal with it. But you never get used to it 100%.
No.
I think, you know, it's still it's a terrifying
Every
job to
day's a
have.
test.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it is a fucking test, especially now that, you know, social media is so big and everyone has an opinion about everything.
Yeah.
You know, you just can't do anything wrong. And it's the most exhausting fucking thing. Like, when I first got to AEW, I was like, did I fuck up coming back to wrestling? Like, fuck this.
Yeah.
People are fucking rude.
Yeah.
Social media wasn't this big when I was in wrestling. And now it's
People
fucking...
hate me for nothing.
Yeah, but then I realized everyone's hated.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And I'm always like, I don't care personally if people don't like how I wrestle, because I'm
Yeah.
like, wrestling's opinionated.
Exactly.
There are some people who they're like, they're the best in the world. I'm like, I don't watch them. I don't think they're not my best in the world. I don't
Yeah.
like their wrestling. But I'm like, wrestling's subjective. So that's why I'm like,
Exactly.
you can't just say you're a bad wrestler because you don't like how they do their job, because then they're someone else's favorite wrestler.
Exactly.
So it's really subjective. So that's why I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't really listen to fans. But when they just start taking personal shots, I'm like, bro, you don't know me. And also,
Yeah.
if you're judging this from how I am on TV, I'm playing a role.
Yeah.
Like, I'm supposed to be the bad guy. You're not supposed to like me. So if
Yeah.
anything, I'm doing my job right because you don't like me.
Yeah.
On that, what do you think is the biggest misconception that fans have about wrestling, especially for TV?
I used to get it a lot where like I would say things, and I do it because I know it's going to get reaction. Like I'm like, I like my promos to feel real, so I don't mind saying things that's going to like hit a nerve. And I remember I did one in Japan and it was against Mayu, and the reason actually Toni won the main championship in Stardom is because Mayu dislocated her elbow in the match, and then she kept having problems with it. So when it was leading up to the match with me and Mayu, where I dropped the belt, we did a press conference before, and she used to call herself the icon of Stardom. And I did a promo on it about how she's failed at everything. Like, she's always, reached something and then always failed it, let it slip. And then I finished it with, the only thing you're iconic as is getting injured.
Oh,
and
so everyone thinks that was like a personal shot? Or
yeah,
what?
I'm like, I'm really good friends with Mayu.
Yeah.
Like, I'd hang out with her, we'd go out for food. Like, she was messaging me after I left. But it's the thing is, like, I'm going to take shots because it's personal, and it got people angry. So I'm like, well, I'm doing my job right because I'm the big heel against the big baby face.
Yeah.
So, but it would be interesting to see people taking personal shots at me because I'm like, you don't understand that I'm playing
a
this
character
role.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I'm supposed to say these things.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to, like, because they'll take digs at everything, your body, your fucking everything, and you're just like, what's that got to do with my work, dude?
Yeah.
Like,
But it's even sometimes with the locker room as well. Like, in NXT when I was still there, I did a promo class, and I was in like the advanced class, and I was feuding with Gigi at the time, or Priscilla Kelly, and I did a promo on Gigi, and she is one of my very good friends. So I'm like, I could say it to her face, and she'd probably laugh. You know what I mean? Because she knows it's not real. But there were people in the class being like, oh my God, I can't believe she said that. If Priscilla heard this, and I'm like, I'll go tell Priscilla right now what I've said. But it's like, it's supposed to be taken. I think I called her a toxic waste of space. And I said everything she's done is, she's failed at everything. And I said, I said some really personal things because I know her family life. And people were like, oh, she can't say that. And I was like, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
It's wrestling.
I'm getting reactions out of you people who are in the same job as me. So clearly I'm hitting a nerve, which
you're doing the right thing.
it works.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think people get too scared to be disliked, so they don't want to touch on certain things, where I really don't care. I'm like, my job's to be disliked.
Yeah, I always say that all the time. Like, some people don't want to be a heel, even though they're playing a heel.
They want to be over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I want to be a piece. I want fucking people to hate me. Like, that's my job. I love it. It's like when I first got to FCW at the time, and there was just a lot of girls that went in wrestling. Yeah. Right. It was just like a bunch. They were all great girls. Don't get me wrong, but like
they didn't have the knowledge of what the job was.
Not at all. I was the only one at the time that had wrestling experience, right? Or was on the indies or whatever. So then, and it wasn't a promo, but we were in the ring, and we're just a little bit rougher. We're not hard. Yeah. We're not hurting people. We're just like,
it's like control.
Yeah. And so like I did something, I think I tackled Summer, actually. It was her at the time. And Summer, she's tall. For some reason, like, she just went down like this to tackle me because she thought she had to come down. I was like, no, stay the fuck up. I'll find you, And so like she came down like this, and I tackled her, and a tooth went in my shoulder. Oh. The girls are just like, she's trying to take you out. She's trying to end your career. And I'm like, no, I was just like, she came down, like, and it's just like, people were so like sensitive to just being a little bit tougher, because I'm like fucking digging that shit in a safe way. I just wasn't expecting her to like be like coming down for it, but bless her heart, she's an angel. And like, she was one of my really good friends from day one, so she didn't take it to heart, but because she was the one who was telling me, being like, oh yeah, they thought you were like trying to end my career and stuff. And I'm like, no. It's just crazy like how sensitive people can be. Like, grow the fuck up. Yeah.
That's what I'm like, we're in a contact sport. It's just gonna happen.
Right.
Even like I had something similar at class. I was in I don't know if you know Coach Moss, Johnny Moss.
Yeah. I love Johnny. Well, I don't know how he is now, but I've loved him.
Oh, I love Johnny.
Okay, good. He's a good trainer? Good.
He's a great trainer, but he's like the father figure to my husband. So I'm super close to him. Like, he just used to train me like privately with my husband every time he'd come home. So I wrestle very close to the way he likes girls to wrestle. So I was in his class for about 10 months, not because most people stay in there for 2 and then they get moved out. I was kept in there because I was the one who was used to demonstrate to the other girls coming in how to do stuff. And Mossy's a very bump heavy class. So I mean, my body was like pretty fucked.
Yeah.
But someone decided they wanted to jump in that class on like a Monday. And Mossy's very big with like, you do stuff in training exactly how you do it on TV, because if Bloom walks in and you're taking stuff easy, he's going to be like, why the fuck are they doing that like shit? So everything needs to be done as it is on TV. And I agree. And we did like this like hope spot, whatever. And I said, cool, I'm going to cut you back down with the forearm. Gave her a forearm, safe, but I'm going to let you feel. I'm not going to hurt you.
Sure.
But it's easy for you to sell if you can feel it, because then you know how to gauge the bump. And she was like, oh my God. And I was like, are you okay? And she was like, oh, I just didn't expect that on a Monday morning. I was like, what do you want me to do, miss?
Pull my hair out.
Yeah. And Mossy laughs because Mossy's got this, like, I mean, that mentality is from Mossy. So, but he like, there were times in the class where he would just laugh at me because they gave me like a pump kick and they gave it to me in my rib cage and winded the fuck out of me. And this person is like 6'2".
Yeah.
They should not be pump kicking me in the ribs. And they went to pin me and I was like, get the fuck off me.
Yeah.
And I rolled out the ring and Mossy was like, oh, Bea's angry. But like, I got back in and I did the drill again with her.
Yeah.
But Mossy was like, you cannot kick people there. Because if that happened in a match, I thought I broke a rib.
Yeah.
Because she was just not placing a shit. I'm like, you're 6'2". There's no reason why you can't get your leg. That if you lift your leg, it's higher than my head. Why can you not do this?
Yeah.
But it's just like, I think like I'm very chill. I'm very chill, but it's like when I feel that people are being reckless or lazy, that's when I get hot. Because I'm like,
we're very similar like that.
Yes.
Yeah. That's how I was when I first started. I was just like, what the fuck is this shit? You know, I get so fucking
or
wound
people
up.
complaining and they've done wrestling for like 2 years. I'm like, bitch, don't even talk to me. Don't even fucking say shit to me.
Oh,
if you're gonna complain, do it in the other room because I'm just gonna get hot. Like,
oh my god, I get it. Trust me. And they're like, oh, I've fucking been here for a year. I'm like, no, you shut the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah,
Oh my
like,
god,
no,
yeah.
fucker.
Dude, oh my gosh. But this, because we're coming to the end of this part of the interview, I did want to talk about that. You do Twitch. I used to do Twitch too. I fucking loved Twitch.
Yeah.
It was awesome. So you do Twitch and you have an OnlyFans now, right?
yeah.
That just got launched.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Can you tell them where they can find you on Twitch on OnlyFans?
Twitch is Hippo B3A. Don't ask. It's just a gamer tag I've had since I was like 14. And then OnlyFans, it will just be Bee Priestley. It's pretty easy to find.
Okay, cool. And then your social medias really quick before we go into this next
both
segment.
Instagram, Twitter, Bee Priestley 96.
Hell yeah.
Easy peasy.
All right. Are you ready for this segment, sister?
Yep, I'm ready.
Yeah. All right.
What are we doing here?
So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing pregnancy craving trivia.
Oh man.
Yeah. So basically what's going to happen is if you get the question right,
Yep.
you don't have to eat it. But I have to eat it, and
I'm
vice
gonna be eating
versa.
some terrible things.
No, it's actually not too bad. I've been eating, but also I can't gauge that because I can eat
Pregnancy
anything.
cravings like what? Because I know some people eat like laundry soap.
Oh, no. We're not going to poison you. No. So what we're going to do is there's like chocolate milk and tuna.
Oh, okay. I love tuna.
Yeah.
So this is
And
fine.
With chocolate milk?
And then there's sardines and jam, which I think is actually not too bad at all. And then there's the cereal and orange juice.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, we're switching up. Never mind, Heather, come on.
We're doing a change.
What you bringing? You know, I've eaten this a few times. It's not too bad. I haven't had the tuna and mayonnaise yet, but I do love mayo. Do you dip your pizza in mayo?
Wait.
No.
I love it.
No, but I
tuna
like
and
garlic
mayonnaise?
aioli, which is kind of like garlic mayonnaise.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, sorry, I meant popcorn and mayo.
Oh, I was going to say.
Yes,
Like
like a
tuna and
tuna
mayonnaise?
salad?
That's a tuna salad.
Lovely. All right, are we ready? Adam is going to be asking the questions.
I'm ready.
Okay. I'm terrible at trivia, so this is gonna
That's
be
all right.
interesting.
That's all right.
We have
that just
10
means you're going to be eating
total.
more than me.
10 total.
10 total.
Wait, what's that mush?
That is.
Oh, that's the cereal?
No, this is the. So that's not the cereal. This is tuna and chocolate milk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Are you ready,
Let's do
sister?
this. Let's do this.
Question 1. Who painted the Mona Lisa? Was it A?
Oh, it's multiple choice.
Okay,
Multiple
this is
choice.
better. Like we're just looking at each other like,
A. Vincent van Gogh, B. Leonardo da Vinci, or C. Pablo Picasso?
it's either B or C. I'm gonna go B.
B.
All right.
I was like, I know the name of that one.
I'll do this one. Okay. Oh, tuna on my chest. See, I don't mind that. I don't mind.
No, I love tuna. I
like
eat tuna
tuna.
like almost every day.
Yeah.
So which one you did the tuna and
banana.
banana?
Yeah. Banana.
Banana.
There you go.
Banana.
Banana. All right, go on.
Do you like green bananas or do you need them like
I can eat
pre-ripe?
green banana. I can
Okay.
eat them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just they're a bit more
harder.
tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the taste isn't there.
Yeah. Little ripe taste to them, but I'll eat them.
Question 2. Who was the first U.S. president? A. Abraham Lincoln, B. Thomas Jefferson, or C. George Washington?
Is this for me?
Yeah.
Oh no, shit! I thought this was your question.
No, these are all you,
these are all
babe.
you.
Okay. Sorry to every American person watching.
Please give me my citizenship.
I just got my green card. Okay, what were they again? Abraham
A.
Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln, B. Thomas Jefferson, or C. George Washington?
I'm gonna go A.
I don't think it's A. Can I just guess anyway?
Yeah, you can guess anyway.
Is it C?
It's C.
Damn it. Sorry, everyone.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, I'm gonna
Please
do
give me
the
my citizenship.
popcorn. Was it mayo?
Oh, say can you? Yeah. Oh, that's mustard.
Mustard. Oh, that's okay.
Is it fine?
It's just like mustard, but it's just a soggy texture. That's not too bad.
Yeah. Okay. There
That's
you
not too
go.
bad.
Which one was that again?
The
Popcorn and mustard.
Popcorn
yeah.
and mustard.
Pregnant people are weird, dude. It's fine. All right.
Question 3. What boy band was Justin Timberlake a part of?
Oh, come on, Heather. That's the easiest question on the planet.
Well,
Is it?
A.
Maybe not.
Backstreet Boys, B. NSYNC, or C. 98 Degrees.
98 degrees.
Oh no, it's NSYNC.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's
Was he
B.
actually?
NSYNC.
You know, Justin Timberlake.
Oh,
Dick
I
in a
thought you said
box.
Justin Bieber.
Oh,
Also not in 98 Degrees. But it's 98 degrees in this house right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the sardine.
Go on
I
then.
don't like sardines.
Sardines and jam.
It actually kind of
doesn't
cancels it out with the jam. No.
No.
Actually, don't
Tastes
like
like cat food. Not that I know what that tastes
it.
like.
Yeah, no. I feel you. I've tasted
It's the
some cat food
texture
in my
of it.
time.
Question 4. What city hosted the 2021 Summer Olympics? A. Tokyo. B. Paris. C. Beijing.
With Tokyo?
That is correct.
All right, go on then. All right, I'm just going to do the one that's closest to me.
Which is?
The tuna and chocolate milk, this is the worst one for me, I think.
Really? A tuna and chocolate. I mean, I've eaten some terrible stuff in Japan, so this is all kind of like not too shabby.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
These are what people crave.
This is nice. Yeah, I guess. Fuck.
Okay.
Fuck. People are weird.
Question 5. What is Bruno Mars's real name? A. Peter Hernandez. B. Mark Brown. Or C. David Johnson.
I thought Bruno Mars was his real name.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I'm gonna go random selection B.
Should have gone with A.
Damn it.
Peter
What is it?
Hernandez.
Peter and Hernandez.
No, not and Peter Hernandez. Peter and Hernandez.
Peter Hernandez. Oh, that's what I was trying to say.
Oh, I'd eat that at home.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it? That was yes.
Which one's that?
You're
Banana.
letting
Tuna.
Yeah.
British people eat, dude. We don't care what
Yeah.
we eat. We
Yeah.
eat beans on everything.
I would
All
try
right.
that.
I love baked beans. I have baked beans still. I go to Publix to the British section. I'm like, need my baked beans, need my Ribena, everything.
I just had it. Huh?
have to do that audio.
Oh yeah. Oh, we should do that with her with the TikTok. There's that trending one where it's just like, how'd you like your baked beans? From beans from the tin. It's so good. We have to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, when you finally talk to a British person in America. Yeah.
Beans.
Yeah, it's so good.
Question 6. What pop star starred in A Star Is Born alongside Bradley Cooper?
Gaga.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Done.
Bastard. All right, let's go for this one. Ugh, if I have to. I actually.
Do you know, I've never
She's-
seen that, but Juice Robinson
She's
saw it
going
and he
with
told
the
me he cried
sardines
during
and-
it. He said it was like so emotional. He
It
had me
is.
tearing up on the New Japan bus.
Oh, I was crying my eyes out, dude.
Serrated sardines and jam.
Sardines and jam, yes. Sorry for the
Not
audio.
too shabby, not too shabby.
Yeah, it's not. It's actually, I like it.
Okay.
Question 7. How many planets are in our solar system?
Oh,
A, 8, B, 9, or C, 7?
I know.
We're gonna go
I
with
know.
9.
Here's the thing. According to this, the correct answer is 8. But wasn't there a planet that got discredited within our lifetime? So it's now
Yeah, so
no
technically
longer
I'm correct.
present.
Yeah. All right.
Based on what we learned as
Technically,
kids,
that
it's 9.
I'll eat this one. 'cause I like it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a tasty one. But the milk one, I'm interested.
Question 8. What is the name of the fictional African country in Black Panther? A, Zamunda. B, Genovia. Or, I don't know if I have to-
Nice pronunciation.
C, or Wakanda.
Wakanda.
That's correct.
Yeah, Wakanda forever. There we go.
No, fuck. I'll just give you. No, actually, I should try this one.
Soraya's
not too
going
bad.
with
Yeah.
the
Give it a little whirl.
Soggy mustard.
question
What?
9.
Why are you doing that? Is it an easy question?
I think this is an easy question, but
Yeah, we say
what
that,
country? I mean, what country is home to the Great Barrier Reef? A, South Africa. B, Australia. Or C, Brazil.
Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn it, Heather.
I live 3 hours away from it.
I
I
know.
know that.
I know. New Zealand is beautiful, by the way. It
Yeah,
is
it's really nice.
incredible. Question 10.
I don't like that one either.
Which one was that?
Sorry, the tuna chocolate milk. I think I like the tuna part of it. It's just the chocolate milk is kind of a weird
Yeah, that's
little
gonna be my
surprise.
next one. I'm not
Yeah.
excited for it.
Do you like
Wait.
chocolate milk by itself?
No.
I'm not. I do like chocolate. I have to be in the mood for it. It's weird. And also, I only like British chocolate if I eat it.
Yeah.
Galaxy is it.
No, I can't drink minstrels. Oh, I love minstrels.
Mm-hmm.
New
But no,
Zealand chocolate or British chocolate?
British chocolate. New Zealand chocolate is terrible. Sorry.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
British chocolate is the best chocolate
It
you can
is.
ever get.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah. So you tried it? Yeah.
Everyone who has British chocolate is like, holy shit, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. My partner is from New Zealand. She's from Auckland, and she works for a UK-based company.
Yeah.
So she brings chocolate home from both locations.
Yeah.
The Marvelous Creations from
Oh, I love the Marvelous
New
Creations,
Zealand
but yeah.
is better than the Marvelous Creations
I
from
will agree
the
with
UK.
that.
It's-
But that's got like, that's not the chocolate. There's so much like
true.
shit in there. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah,
jelly
don't-
and sprinkles and
That's
No.
so good. It's like there's like Pop Rocks. It's fun.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, I
It's
do
not the
love that
same as a chocolate bar.
that's fine.
Okay.
I want a
Yeah,
Yorkie.
okay.
That's what I want.
Oh. Oh, you know what? I found a Lions bar the other day in like a random
wow.
gas station. I was like, a fucking Lions bar? I'll take it. All right, go on in.
Question 10. How many colors are there in a rainbow? A, 6, B, 7, or C, 9?
Are you reading?
I
Are you
was gonna
singing
s-
it in your head,
I
Rio?
was going to say 9.
Sing it in your head. Can you sing it?
I don't know the song.
Red and yellow and pink
Green.
and green.
I just like,
Like, I don't know it. And
don't
still
know,
try
I
to
feel-
sing it with me.
I felt like I should
You're
know
like,
it.
yeah? You
you
review
sing-
Tony so much.
Like-
Oh, shit. Yeah.
So
you can
see us
tell
in a
you
room
guys are
together,
like,
it's like the same thing. It's
oh,
terrifying.
you guys are so similar. It cracks me up.
Eat
Uh,
up. The answer is 7, B.
Damn it. It's 2 off.
you go, darling.
Okay, let's drink it out the bowl.
Yeah, do it.
It doesn't smell too bad.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's really not that bad. It's just.
Oh,
Oh, brother.
it's not too bad when it's settled, but it's initially
Yeah.
It's
the
weird.
fish with the milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's that, brother?
We did pregnancy. We should actually check in on Dean, see how he's doing after the hot
Dean
yoga.
for some reason mixed them all together and took a bite of them. But
Oh, that's terrifying.
yeah. Oh, that's it. Yes.
Yay.
Okay. Everybody, make sure you go follow Bea on every platform. Go
Yeah.
to her OnlyFans. Go to her Twitch. We love you. Thank you so much for being
No,
his
thank you
sister.
for having me.
You fucking killed it. You're so interesting. Oh my gosh.
Hopefully,
so...
it won't be another 8 years till I see you next.
No, I know, bloody up. But yeah, congratulations with everything. I hope you keep thriving and you're just a
you.
wonderful person. So
Oh,
thank you. Everybody else, make sure you stay tuned for the next episode. That's it for this episode of Rulebreakers. Massive love to Bea for keeping it raw, real, and absolutely badass. From brain surgery to championship belts, she's proof that nothing can stop a woman on a mission. If you felt inspired, hit that follow button, rate us 5 stars, drop a comment, and share this with someone who needs to hear it.